Hello there everybody, so HeroicLegend here, and I just wanted to say it's been a while since we've done a talks. Quite frankly, with all the things that are going on in the world, you know, doing a talks didn't seem like the best thing. I figured you come to this channel to laugh at an adult male be silly while playing video games. And probably spazzing just a touch. Just a little bit. I admit I do spaz out quite a bit. Whether that's my fault or the game's fault, it really just depends, but just like, I really didn't feel the need to do a talks because, you know, I didn't feel I had much to contribute. But I just want to say this: do your best to keep yourselves happy. Like, do your best to avoid letting all the current stuff just bother you and stress you out and make you all sorts of paranoid and upset. You know, you gotta find your own little bits of happiness, and that's why I make these videos, because this is one of my little bits of happiness. I enjoy believing that people out there are watching this content to laugh with me and enjoy me being silly, which is what I wanted to do. It's been a very long-term dream of mine. You know, I'm actually doing a lot right now to see if maybe there's a possible way for me to make this my job, and if I can, I would do so, because that means I get to strictly do this and make people smile and make people laugh and joke around with them. And you'll never really see a super 100% serious video on this channel unless I'm extremely passionate about the topic, but I'm also very passionate about games and video games, because I love those. Like, video games have been a big part of my life. Which brings me on to the first topic of this Heroic Talks, and that is new releases. So, for anyone who's, well, quite frankly under a rock by this point, Pokemon Go came out, and I am just like, I'm one of those people who really loves it, and like everything that people are saying, oh, you gotta watch out, and all the complaints, and all the, you know, oh, well, everyone's over here playing Pokemon Go, I'm doing this shit. Don't be a fucking hipster. I hate to say it, don't be a fucking hipster. Oh, I don't much care for the Pokemon Go. I'm busy playing this new app game that I discovered, one thing I saw that fucking made me laugh. Well, you're playing Pokemon Go, I'm playing Final Fantasy VII on my phone. Great, so you're gonna have a fucking tough time seeing shit. And good luck with those phone controls. I hope you can hear that. It's me clapping. It's me clapping for them. More clapping. I'm clapping for you because congratulations, you have proven that you don't care if something's popular. And I don't give a shit about that. Like, I'm fucking happy for this. I was waiting for this. It makes me want to go outside a little bit more, to be honest, and I know it's about as cliche as it gets, but like, there are some, like, if I was given the choice between ordering or going out, I would normally pick the ordering, especially in this weather, man. Like, I don't know if anyone's seen the Facebook update that I posted, but just fucking yesterday was abysmal. I don't know if anyone who watched me lives in the New York area who I don't regularly know or talk to, but it was fucking abysmal in my room. I could barely, I was sweating the whole time. I'm sweating right now a little bit, actually, and, you know, please, no one get off on that. I don't need that. I don't need you being like, huh, you're sweating, huh? No, you stop that shit right now. I don't need that. But I'm really enjoying it. I caught an Eevee, which made me absolutely fucking happy. I thought I was just gonna see coughings and Ekanses and Eradicates everywhere, but no, I've seen a plethora of Pokemon. My brother caught a Growlithe, so, you know, I want his blood. But, you know, thoughts of brother murder aside, I'm joking, by the way, please don't be concerned. I'm super fucking pumped for Monster Hunter Generations, which comes out in fucking 7 days! 7 days! Damn you, 7 days! You taught me! And, which is I guess the final thing on this topic, which is 7 days has apparently gone through a lot of fucking updates, and everyone's like, oh my god, this game's amazing. I'm sitting here within my fucking Steam library like, are you sure you're playing the same game that I played? Because I think we're on 2 different levels right now. But, you know, that's probably from the Facebook group I'm in. You know, a lot of very fun gamers and happy people there. The legit lady gamers, if you guys didn't know. Next topic I wanted to kind of discuss. I know I'm doing this topic-wise, but that's because if I don't, I will fucking... You will see a man literally ramble on forever about nothing. That's pretty much this channel. A man rambling on forever about nothing. But, my thoughts regarding all this stuff was basically covered in the previous topic too, but just right now I'm trying to figure out, because Dark Souls 3 I know is not gonna last. I feel like because of what I know, the game's gonna be short, which brings me on to the next thought, which was, how do you guys feel and think about the Let's Plays that have been going on so far? You know, the Undertale where I knew everything, the Dark Souls 2 and 3 where I know shit. And like, all the games I've played before, you know. Now for a random, that's not terrible, because, at least I will justify myself, I am defending myself right now. A random is never meant to showcase all the hidden stuff in a game. You know, it's just for me to go through and remember stuff, or play through a game that I feel I can add some commentary to. Something. And I asked this on, again, the Legit Lady Gamers Community United, which is the one for boys and girls, though there is a female-only one. If any female members who watch my stuff, you know, want to go check that out. It's very, very pleasant group of people, of individuals. Like, so many just positivity, and the admins are working around the clock to make sure that, you know, we're drama-free, basically. I've not seen drama as often as I would in any other thing, but... So, my thought now, as I have clearly gone off topic, the way I do my current, like, walkthrough / let's play, 'cause it's not a full walkthrough guide, but it's also not a full let's play thing. You know, are you guys enjoying that format, where it's a little mix of both, and where I still rediscover things, or would you just prefer an utterly blind playthrough? You know, I have games in my inventory which I can blindly play through, some of which I've played in the past, which has vague memories to me, but maybe I can still enjoy, you know. But that's really it, you know. Just, if I have to, maybe you can post in the comments, what do you enjoy more? A talkative guide / let's play, or a 100% full blind let's play? And again, the answer I got in the LLGCU was a nice diverse one. I'm gonna try a blind one next. Or I might try a blind one alongside it, but otherwise, again, just let me know what you guys think. Now, for the possible future, which again relates to the thoughts, the next thing I'm probably going to let's play as I look through everything is, I'm really thinking I'm going to set my heart to this too, and it is an old Game Boy Advance game, a Game Boy Color game actually, which I used to play when I was like really young. I was probably maybe 7, 8 years old when this game was out, and I was playing it with alongside my brother, who got the other version of it. Arguably, it's one of my favorite games of all time. Like, whenever I think back to games that I love and are fun, can always fondly remember, I think back to this game. And I'm going to see about possibly getting an emulator so I can record it, because I don't think I'll ever see it on the Nintendo eShop. And that honestly does make me a little sad. It does make me very sad, because I love the game, and I would love to see people experience the game again. I would fucking blow up the hell out of it, like on Tumblr, on Twitter, on Facebook, on frickin'. It's just such a fun game to me, and I miss it. I really do miss it. I'm getting all sentimental now. Not crying, damn it. But yeah, that's a possible future for this channel. I'm also hoping, again, that what I do is still fine with you guys. I am going to put, I have set up the AdSense account for anyone who's viewed my Tumblr or my Facebook, and I'm going to try to start putting monetization on my videos so I can maybe see like how well this is working. And if it goes relatively well, I will say that I might join a network at some point. Maybe the network that CNanners has posted up and is using. And with any luck, that network can help me grow. And again, I will always say this, if my Patreon, which apparently advertising it on talking about it is supposed to help me get people, but my Patreon, which is, I guess I'll post in as a link below, is, if that gets big enough and people support me enough, I will 100% be using that as my source of revenue, and I will remove ads from my videos again. You know, right now the only video that has an ad on it is the one that got a little copyright thing, which is funny to me because it's 1 second they complained about, and I don't think it was even the real company, which is funny, you know. But that was the only video that's like that. Any other one, I'm like, oh, I wonder if I'm gonna get the strike for this, and no, not really a strike. I wonder if they're gonna put a claim on it, and it hasn't happened. I guess they looked at me and they're like, oh man, this guy might get big. 29 subs. Well, we just look like dicks now. We look like dicks. We're dicks. Dicks. Anyway, to end this off, I wanted to talk about my Let's Plays, and that is just, I do like the format I'm doing now, where like Thursdays and Fridays will be my recording days, and I'll record a whole bunch of stuff for the specific Let's Play, and see how that gets done. I like doing that format as well, because I also, the editing prospect of things, it's a little overwhelming and slightly scary. I will try it for some special videos and for videos in general, but for the most part, like, I enjoy showing you everything, you know. And again, some of the snippets I do of editing where, like, if you remember the episode where I need to die a lot, I would stop it whenever you'd need to see a bit from the level up bit, you know. But if you guys really think, you know, if again, I guess you could think I'm trying to go for a sort of Chugga Conroy-esque approach, where I'm talking all through the gameplay and only cutting out minor stuff if I feel it should be cut out, otherwise it all stays. Just let me know what you think, because I am planning on seeing and possibly getting up another Nuzlocke Let's Play using a randomizer and Emerald again, you know. No one can ever replace Chuck. And I do want to know if you want to see all battles, because the big difference between a normal Pokemon Let's Play and a Nuzlocke is the battles are where shit could go down, you know. I remember watching Pro Jared's Nuzlocke, the Fire Red one, and he, even though he streamed it, he edited down a lot of stuff so we could see a nice cut version, you know. But I have notoriously bad luck, so I have the worst feeling that in the battle that I'm planning on cutting, or I don't talk through, that's when you're gonna see, like, deaths happen, or epic moments, or the most clutch of clutch stuff, you know. But stuff to worry about in the future. I want to thank you all for listening through this, and, you know, just sitting there with me and listening to me ramble on as whatever game I pick in the background just goes on playing, and you get to see that badness on top of this. Or some goodness, you never know. Yeah, I might be hidden pro. But, again, I just want to thank you all for watching, and I do enjoy the fact that, you know, I had, like, last time I checked, I had, like, over 2,000 views on my videos in total, and I'm just like, wow, that is 2,000 times people have viewed my stuff and my content, and that I shouldn't. I feel like people would judge me for getting sentimental over views, but I'm just shocked. You know, I didn't think my videos were that appealing, and even if it is just friends, you know, for 2,000 to listen to me talk 2,000 times, that's insane, and I can only offer you my love and thanks. You know, and one last thing to really end on, you know, before I do the thank you for watching again, if anyone has any suggestions what I can do for my Patreon rewards, let me know in a message or in the comments, you know. Just thought if you check it out and you're like, well, I would love to support you, but maybe you should change up the reward stuff, and I will listen to them. I do tend to read any comments, and I try my best to look at what comments are on the videos. Again, thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed. This has been the Heroic Legend, and until the next video, laters.